You're watching WABI TV Bangor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Small.
And I'm Morgan Sturdivant. Ahead on TV5 News at 6. It was a day in Augusta to honor fallen law enforcement officers, including a Somerset County deputy killed in the line of duty last year.
And a public hearing in Augusta today on a bill that would increase the use of solar energy in Maine.
This is WABI TV5 News at 6.
Law enforcement officers from all across Maine gathered in Augusta today to honor their fallen brothers and sisters.
More than 100 officers were killed in the line of duty nationwide last year, one here in Maine. As Courtney Courtwright reports, his name was added to the memorial in an emotional ceremony.
Law enforcement officers represent a special group of people in our society who are dedicated to ensuring the peace, safety, and order we all enjoy.
State Street in Augusta closed down for a few hours Thursday to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
The fallen officers listed on this memorial, each and every one, were dedicated to the law enforcement ethic and upheld their constant duty to protect and serve.
The Maine Law Enforcement Officers Memorial includes the names of 86 officers whose lives were lost in the line of duty. One name was added this year.
Now Corporal Eugene Cole, Somerset Sheriff's Department of Norridge Walk, Maine, a town that very much loved him as much as he loved the town. And he lost his life protecting those citizens.
He showed respect to people no matter what they may have done.
Family members paying tribute to Corporal Cole through song.
Hold on tight to each other, my dear.
Gene was a aw shucks kind of guy who would just say, aw shucks, why are you guys doing that for me? But he, on the inside, he'd be very proud, he'd be very honored, and glad that people do look at him that way, that the life he lived, it counted.
Next year, Maine State Police Detective Ben Campbell's name will be etched into the memorial.
Trooper Campbell was a husband and new father who, like Corporal Cole, served with compassion and devotion to protecting even the smallest among us.
Detective Ben Campbell and the things that I've witnessed personally and professionally has been absolutely amazing.
Always remember that the thin blue line, it is very strong and can never be broken.
Courtney Courtwright, WABI TV5 News, Augusta.
A man from Roque Bluffs will spend a month in jail for a crash that killed his 10-year-old daughter. 47-year-old Christopher Stevenson was sentenced for manslaughter and domestic violence reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon. He was driving on Route 191 in Cathans Township in December of 2017 when his car went off the road and hit a tree. His daughter died in the crash. The district attorney says Stevenson was on several prescription medications at the time of the crash. Stevenson also admitted to driving after suspension.
Maine has fallen behind every other New England state when it comes to solar energy.
That's according to Maine's Senate Minority Leader, who's offering a bill to change that. Paul Dwyer with more on that from our Central Maine Bureau tonight. Hi, Paul.
Hi, John and Morgan. Yeah, a public hearing was held on a bill today that could really amp up the solar industry here in Maine. It would cut out a lot of the red tape around bringing solar energy to the state. Bill sponsor Senator Dana Dow says that this could result in a lot of investment and create jobs. He says this bill would foremost help medium to medium large-sized solar projects such as school districts and town offices. Dow says it's a win-win, bringing money into the state as well as new, clean, renewable energy.
We do good in this state with wind power. We're a little bit behind New England in solar energy, and this will help bring investment into the state of Maine, so it reduces some of the roadblocks to bring that type of money in that we need to set up this type of wind solar power.
Similar legislation has been presented in years past but has failed to make it into law. But Morgan, this bill has support from Republican leadership and Senate President Troy Jackson and Speaker of the House Senate Sarah Gideon, both Democrats. So this time could be different. Morgan?
All right, thank you, Paul Dwyer, reporting live for us in Augusta this evening. Fishing is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Today, over 24 commercial fishermen were in Tenants Harbor taking action to prevent emergencies at sea. Fishing Partnership Support Services out of Massachusetts conducted the free safety training. The program allows fishermen to discuss man overboard recovery procedures, firefighting and emergency communications, and how to send up flares in case of distress. Ed Dennehy serves as director of the training. He believes many fishermen are starting to understand the importance of being prepared in case of an emergency.
Slowly but surely, I think the culture is changing a little bit. You know, the old philosophy is if it goes down, I'm going down with it, and that's the way it is. But it's very, very different these days, and especially some of the younger folks getting into the business.
For more information on Fishing Partnership Support Services, head to their website, fishingpartnership.org.
Well, a lot of people are gathered in the Bangor waterfront tonight for a Walk for Wishes. This marks 20 years that Make-A-Wish Maine has been making dreams come true.
Yeah, some big moments tonight that happened for a little boy, and Holden is going to get a big surprise. Brian Sullivan is there now. Brian?
It couldn't have timed out any better than that. They just counted it down, and what you see here is a brand new playset for Calvin. He's from Holden. He just found out that his wish has come through. I'm going to show you this a little bit. That's Calvin. Very excited that he has just found out that he has got a brand new playset. Calvin is being granted a wish here. He's surrounded by family and friends, and I'm going to try and get his mom to come over and chat with me. So it's very exciting. I'm going to step back out here.
This is what it's going to look like, Calvin, right in your backyard.
All right. We're right in the thick of it all. Allie, do you have a second? Yeah. All right. So, all right, we're right here. Allie, how does it? What does this feel like right now? Let's scooch down a little bit because. All right. How does it feel?
Right along with Anne Barney. Thank you guys so much for coming.
We are so excited.
We'll have final
we're hoping this summer will be great laughs, smiles, memories to be made, and just for the kids to be kids.
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming over and talking to us about this. But how excited is your family to have this?
Very excited. The boys, actually, they're just finding out, so they're probably a little bit in shock. And it will probably all come into play when it gets up and built and in the backyard. But super excited. Also, just can't believe it.
And how's your good little thigh workout for us here? So yeah. That's my bad on the camera work. But thank you very much for coming over with us. Congratulations for you and your family. All right. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Brian Sullivan on the waterfront tonight. A little organized chaos there, live as it happens, right on TV5. Congratulations to Calvin.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. That is awesome. Well, we're still having trouble finding the sun this week. Thank goodness the sun was shining down there for that surprise, though. Will that change anytime soon, though, for later on in the week?
Well, Chris Ewing joins us now with a first look at that forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hi, John. Hi, Morgan. We are looking at some sunshine over the weekend, but tomorrow we'll deal with a lot of clouds and some scattered showers. Let's first of all start with a look in Bangor. And, you know, part of the sky is featuring mostly cloudy skies, but as you look off towards the north, this the 94.1 FM wave webcam from the top of the Thomas Hill Standpipe, you can see a fair amount of blue sky out there as well. High temperatures today running in the 50s and lower 60s primarily. One of the cool spots up towards Holton at 49. One of the warmer spots down in Augusta at 61 degrees. Still running below normal. Along the coastline, winds have turned onshore. It's only in the 40s in Rockland and Bar Harbor. Also up north where there's a fair amount of clouds in the 40s. Elsewhere it's in the 50s. Tomorrow we'll deal with some showers. We've got better weather coming in for Saturday. We'll talk about that and have the full 7-day forecast when we come back in a few minutes. Morgan, John?
All right. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Well, coming up, a baseball game in Glenburn today was about more than just the game. We'll explain.
And there's a big celebration of local businesses in Ellsworth tonight. Emily Tadlock is there.
That's right, guys. It's an exciting atmosphere here in Ellsworth tonight as many local businesses and individuals are being honored. I'll be speaking to one of those award winners coming up after the break. Don't go away.
About 400 people have showed up tonight to honor Ellsworth area businesses and individuals.
Emily Taglock joins us from the annual awards night. Hi, Emily.
Hi, guys. Yeah, it's a lively crowd here at the annual Ellsworth Chamber of Commerce Awards Dinner. I'm standing here with Matt Bowles. He is a co-owner of Napa. He's also one of tonight's award winners. Tell me a little bit about how that feels.
Feels great. Feels great to be recognized by the community. We've been a long-time community members. My dad's owned the store for 35 years, so it feels great to be recognized by the community. So.
And you guys have won the Top Drawer Award. Now that award it awards people, organizations that have made a substantial contribution to the growth and improvement of a community. What does the Ellsworth community mean to you and your company?
Well, we're a family-owned company, so it's me, my brother, sister, my dad, and mom, and we've all been born and raised in Ellsworth, so it means quite a bit for us. This is really all we know, so we're really part of the community.
Fantastic. So the event is going to kick off here in just a few minutes, right about 6:30, and that's when all the fun's going to start. But we'll have much more on tonight's annual award dinner tonight on TV5 News at 10 and 11. For now, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Emily Tadlock, reporting live for us in Ellsworth tonight.
Always a big night at that gathering.
Yeah. Firefighters from across the state have gathered in Bangor for a 3-day training session.
The annual partnership education program put on by the Professional Firefighters of Maine is a chance for the state's first responders to learn new information and skills. The annual convention provides new curriculum every year. This year, one of the topics of focus is active shooter and hostile response. They engaged in conversations surrounding safe practices and quick response, as well as open communication and teamwork when dealing with an active shooter situation.
This is a new module that came out probably within the last 6 months for us. It's in reaction to, unfortunately, what we're seeing across the country. As most people know, along with law enforcement, we're the first ones in on something like that. Over the years, we've seen how we can work to have a better survival rate for those that are injured or wounded, and how we can work in coordination with the law enforcement.
And to learn more about the Professional Firefighters of Maine, you can visit pffmaine.org.
An Augusta hospital got top marks in safety and patient experience. Maine General Medical Center received an A in the spring Leapfrog Hospital safety grades. They also earned a Women's Choice Award as one of America's 100 best hospitals for patient experience. We spoke today to Maine General Health President and CEO Chuck Hayes about the honor.
Maine General is just so thankful to the team here, all the work they've put into not only provide excellent quality, but also provide excellent patient's perception of quality.
The hospital also received awards for cancer care and orthopedics. Hayes says the Maine General team is all about being a vital part of the Kennebec Valley community. It was an adorable and educational day in Windsor. We'll show you how next.
The Windsor Fairgrounds was packed today with all sorts of creatures.
It was. It's been going on for 14 years, and let me tell you, there's never a dull moment at this event.
We work most of the year to get this event put together.
It's one kids all over the region look forward to all year. It's Kids Day at the Northeast Livestock Expo.
We added Kids Day in probably 8 years ago, and it's been a huge hit ever since.
Around 3,000 kids are taking in more than 50 different agricultural events here at the Windsor Fairgrounds, including Zoe and her baby goats.
She loves treats.
Sid and Manny. And, of course, cows.
How many stomachs does a cow have? Well, we're here to educate the kids about life on the farm, how to interact with the farm animals. We're specifically here dealing with what a veterinarian would be doing on the farm, trying to educate them about the biology of the dairy cow.
Justin Bergeron is the assistant state veterinarian. He says this really is an extraordinary learning experience for these young minds.
It's just a lot of fun. It's a great time to see them learning, see them taking it in and learning things from the different stations as you're asking them questions about what they've learned.
I thought it was pretty cool because the cows are so different from humans, but they're also kind of the same. It's been exciting to learn all the animals and what they do.
And that's really what this day is all about.
We like the smiles on the faces. You know, we like to know that they're learning, but they're enjoying it.
We decided to take a poll and see what were some of the favorites this year.
I really liked the goats.
Cows, chickens.
And a little pop quiz of our own with some of the kindergarten students to see what they learned.
I'll do a cow noise for me.
It's safe to say all these kids get an A+ all the way. Definitely an A+. They were
great
so
day,
cute.
fun day.
Yes, definitely. That's all the time we have for TV5 News at 6. I'm Morgan Sturdivant.
And I'm John Small. Have a great night, everyone.